Hello again everyone, just thought I'd do a quick video on the car today. I had a problem a few, I'd say maybe 2 months ago, where every now and then it would crank, and it would crank and it would crank and it wouldn't start. So I got my multimeter, battery was good, battery was holding a charge, battery was fairly new to be fair. See, it's a Bosch battery, so it's quite decent. And then after switching the ignition off, waiting for a few seconds, switching it back on, it would start. And then maybe 3 or 4 days later, it would do exactly the same thing. But I have noticed on idle, it's got a little bit of like a hiccup, like a cough as well. So I'm thinking that's possibly a really issue. But anyway, back to the, they're not starting, they're not cranking, not turning over. Straight away I'm thinking, is it the fuel pump, is it the injectors, is it this, checking the forums like a lot of you probably have. If you've got this problem, you've looked on the owner's forums, and that's probably why you're on the video, to see what the problem is. Now the issue I've found, because I change your fuel filter every year, and when you change your fuel filter, there's like a little hand primer bulb just here. Now what I found, there was a split just on one end, and what that was doing is that was allowing air to get in. So where you've got the fuel filter housing, the car obviously creates a pump, a prime, a vacuum, whatever you want to call it, to fill the fuel right to the top of that housing, and then that pushes the fuel out of the pipes. Because of the leak on there, it wasn't able to do that, so it was burning the fuel in the pipe, and there was like an air gap at the top of the housing. That's kind of the way I figured what was happening. Anyway, I've left this for a month now, till after I've actually done the job, so I can confidently say that's what caused it. Replaced this little rubber thing, and it literally just disconnects either end with a couple of little Jubilee clamps. Give it a good forceful pull. If you're replacing it anyway, just get a Stanley blade and just gently slice down one end, and it'll just come away. The new one cost me £7, and then it took 10 minutes to fit. Give it a prime, make sure it goes solid, because the one I had on there, that's what I checked as well. Every time I did check it, it was soft. You could feel there was no vacuum in there. And when I was priming it, my hands were getting covered in diesel, because the split that was in there, I was obviously letting air in and fuel out. So yeah, that's a quick fix. If some of you have got this problem, that's a good place to check. While I'm on here, I've got an annoying issue of the passenger seat getting wet in the front, just down there. Now I'm trying desperately to find the aircon condenser pipe for the breather, for the overflow. When you switch your car off and you've got like a puddle of water, that drains out somewhere, and apparently if that can get blocked, it goes back into the footwell. So yeah, anybody knows about that, drop me a message, alright? Thanks very much. Cheers.